I've just had it on my heart these last few years and just really got kicked in the butt lately, that I need to start a ranch for special needs kiddos, and really anybody, but specifically geared towards special needs kiddos. I've had other dreams in the past, so I'm like, oh, that would be kind of cool, but this one I'm like, this is going to happen. This is happening.
Here we are. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Oh, here we are. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Oh, we got to have some pets. We got to have some pets. Yes. Okay, some food? Should we have some food?
I think both Amy and I knew ahead of time, before the official diagnosis, that he was different, and that he would need more help than most other people.
And everybody just says, oh, every kid is different, and yes, they are. That is very true. But I knew there was something more to it. Like I said, I didn't really know what it was at the time. He walked late. He didn't talk at all really until he was at least 2, and even then it was pretty limited for a long time. His first word was actually cow. It wasn't mom or dad, it was cow.
If you were to look in his room, you would see that he has probably 75 toy horses. He just loves animals. I couldn't tell you why, but it's just, that's who he is.
Special needs kids don't always connect really well with humans, with other humans, so, especially their own peers. And so that's just been really neat to watch his connection when he gets so excited to go hang out with them and will want to actually interact with them, because he just lives in his own little world, but his world is animals.
Elliot's always been motivated by animals. Matter of fact, we would do the equine therapy in the summertime, and one of the speech therapists commented that she gets so much more out of him when he's on the back of a horse. He would ask very politely to stop and go. He would use his manners. He would wait patiently for his turn, which was not something that he did very well. So when Amy talked to me about her idea, I said, yeah, I'm absolutely in. What do you want me to do?
Ranching is not an easy life. There's always something that needs to be worked on. There's always something that needs to be taken care of. There's always an animal somewhere that needs something, whether it's fed, whether it's watered, whether it's groomed, whether it's, you name it. It's not an 8 to 5 job.
My 17-year-old son decided he wanted to try and breed rabbits. So we started out with 3 rabbits. His job was then to take care of them. And so he cleaned out the cages every week and didn't think that maybe he should not stick the male and females together as he was pulling them out to clean their cages. And so we surprisingly had 2 females that were suddenly pregnant and had babies on the same day. And we were not prepared for the amount of babies because we didn't have that many cages built for them. And so my husband and my son had to very quickly build some new cages so we would have housing for them. I don't know, even with getting the other animals, the goats and stuff, we had to build a shed for them. I mean, it is a challenge. We definitely don't have the money to just get this going. I know that it's not always going to be easy. There's going to be days where it doesn't go as planned, but I'm still super excited for it.
He really, at least as far as I can see, enjoys going out and seeing the animals and just hanging out. He will ask about when he can go outside, or he will ask when we're gonna build a barn or get animals. So he really does seem to enjoy it, and I personally think it has made his life better.
This year in school, he's done very well. His reading is almost grade level. His math is grade level. He's able to participate when they're reading in class. So I think he's coming along quite well. It's just he perceives the world differently than we do. And that's where the disconnect comes in. We still have times where he's wanting something and we don't understand what it is that he's wanting. For example, tonight at dinner, he was saying, when are we going to pack up the farm? What does that mean? You know, we don't know what that means. He understands what it means, but we don't. And when you're used to hearing them, you understand the context and you understand what he's trying to say, but he doesn't say the words that what we say are neurotypical people would say. It gives us a way to have more experiences with him so that we can communicate with him better, interact with him better, and be better parents for him. Because I am not entirely sure, obviously it's too early to tell, but I'm not entirely sure he's going to be able to live on his own when he grows up. We may have him for the rest of our lives. Amy has a brother that is not neurotypical, and he's going to be living with his family for the rest of his life because he is not at a point where he can do things on his own. So
Elliot was super, super excited when we started getting more animals. He loved the chickens, but he was super, super excited when we started adding more to it. And so, yeah, that's, again, he's ready for the next thing. He wants the barn to be built yesterday. And he's always asking when it's going to be built. And I think he thinks it's going to take like one day. They're going to just start building it and it'll be done like that. And so I think he's going to be frustrated when it takes a little bit longer than one day to build.
I am pretty hopeful for the way that this ranch is going to go. Because from the way that my mom talks, she has a plan in place for getting all of this. And, you know, after seeing my brother and the positive effects that just a handful of goats and chickens can have, I am really excited for what these larger animals will bring and how it can affect his life for the better. So I am actually pretty excited, and I do see it being a nice big ranch.
we don't necessarily want to limit the people that we can invite in and have something that they can do that brings them enjoyment. Especially people who feel lost, it can give them a purpose. It can give them a reason to keep going. Let's take a horse for a ride, or, go chase the chickens around for a while, go collect eggs, go see how the bunnies are doing. Whatever makes you feel happy. Let's do it. Everybody is unique. And I think that everybody should be, or should have a place where they can go, where they feel accepted, and where they can have something that they can take care of and makes them or helps them to feel better about themselves. Nobody should feel like they're an outcast or should feel like they don't belong. We would like to have a place, be a place where people can come and feel like they belong or feel like they have something to come to. Yeah.